Simulate and undo. This is a very nice feature for PSpice users that want to just try something out but don't know if they want to keep it. What happened previously in PSpice is if you run a simulation and then you wanted to change something, you could go ahead and change it, run a simulation, but if you didn't like the change that you did, there was no great way of undoing it other than remembering that you made that change and physically changing it back. Now it allows you to undo past a run in your PSpice simulation, which can be really useful. So let's just demonstrate that. I'll show you what that looks like here in Capture. So here I have a really simple design, and I'm going to run a simulation and just check out how it's working for me. So that's what it's doing right now, and that looks okay, but maybe I'd like the maximum voltage to be something different. So I'm going to go back to my schematic. I'm going to change the value of this to 2K, and I'm going to run that, and maybe that looks better. It's now going higher, so that's better. And I'm going to change this capacitor to change the time that it takes to rise. I'm going to see if I can make it take a little bit longer by increasing that capacitor size, and run that again. And that doesn't have much of an effect, but you can kind of see how playing around with this can be, you can make a lot of changes really quickly just by trying things out. Maybe I didn't like that. That was too big of a change. I can now go back to my schematic and I can hit Control Z for undo. So undo, and notice that undoes the capacitor change from 3 nano to 1.1. I can hit Control Z again, and that'll change it back to 1, which it was previously. Hit it again, Control Z, and that changed my resistor back to 1K. So I am now allowed to undo past a run of a simulation, which I previously was not allowed to. Previously in 16.5 and previous, that whenever you ran a simulation, it would lock you out of the undo. The undo cache would be cleared. Now that cache is maintained through a run, so you can undo beyond that, which is very useful.